Hi, it's me, Maven. So a few weeks ago, I uploaded a video talking about Overwatch and my feelings on it, and I did not expect the video to perform the way it did. And as a result of that performance, I went from 198 subscribers to 1,500. What a jump! It took me about a week to process how many of you are here now, and I figured that we should celebrate with a little bit of a Q&A to introduce myself to all of you. And I know that 2 videos ago I said that I was taking a break from Live today, and look what happened. This is all your fault. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get right into the questions. I hope I'm saying this right, but Dante Must D13 and Liam Wah both asked what inspired you to make the Overwatch video. And my answer is, honestly, this video has been kind of almost 2 years in the making. I've been making this video essay in my head for years since the launch of Overwatch 2, but I didn't know how to form it all. And what inspired me to make the Overwatch video was learning that Rapida, a channel that compiled user-submitted clips, had stopped uploading videos, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. All my emotions came out. It's like, I have to make this. I just have to. This video took me about 3 months to make. I had to take a lot of time forming my thoughts and feelings. I would write notes in the living room or on scrap paper at work on anything that came to mind, and I tried putting it all together in the most cohesive way I could. And I'm very happy that this video resonated with a lot of people, especially considering how vulnerable that video was, because I felt like I was the only one, and there were many times where I was making it and I was thinking people are gonna think I'm crazy, and some did, of course. But thank you again for everyone who shared their stories with the game. Some were very touching and heartfelt. It was very validating and relieving. I genuinely do feel like a weight's been lifted off my chest after making that video. Alright, next question. Rare Pepe 6197 and Thistletea basically ask if I'm going to be making any videos that are similar to the Overwatch video that I made. And the answer is there's only one I want to make at the moment. I want to make a video that's kind of going to be an expansion on a video that I made last year talking about my favorite movie ever and my favorite director ever. I know it's really weird because I've watched more of his filmography and I've done more research on his stuff, and I've had a few more thoughts that came to mind. I want to wait at least until next year to get working on it because there's a lot of research I want to do, but in the meantime I do want to work on smaller projects. I don't want to make a video as somber as Overwatch for a while. When I make a video, I get like fully engulfed in the subject, and I want to work on things that intrigue me, that are fun, or make me laugh. And I hope that while I do all of that you all stick around for the ride. Also, I am older. Thor_father8737 asks, any chance we'll see you play some games? Maybe have some fun montages and funny clips? Could be a lot of fun. Yeah, this is actually kind of a tough question to answer because there's like, do I record myself playing a game, or should I stream myself playing a game and then make a compilation there? I don't know. That's definitely a question that I'm still gonna be pondering after this video. Gaming Epic Paul 8750 asks, what are your favorite games and shows? Why do you like them? As for shows, my absolute favorite has to be Arcane because there is so much thought put into it, and it is the best combination of 3D and 2D art, and you can rewatch scenes over and over again and come up with something new because it's also written and acted so well. As for our favorite games, that's a really tough question to answer because there are so many games that I really love, and I love them for different reasons. I really love Borderlands 2.
I really like Sable. I think A Hat in Time is really cute and adorable. Minecraft is really good. Stardew Valley is really good.
There's a lot. I cannot pick one. Second question, what is your art software and hardware? From Titanium Dud. And Pachimochi asks, what do you edit your videos in? My art software that I use is mostly Clip Studio Paint, and I edit my videos in DaVinci Resolve. I use a Gaumon WH851. I highly recommend it. It's a really small and compact tablet, it's Bluetooth, and it's like a perfect size. Astray510 asks, are you planning on playing Warhammer anytime soon? I'm curious. I genuinely do want to play it sometime. Maybe if it's on sale or something. Titanium Rush also. Hi again. Have you played Hi-Fi Rush? I have not, no, but I've seen some people play it and it looks very interesting. The art style looks really cool. I like the cel-shaded art style. And the username Rain Bonana. I've seen your combo before. I have seen your earlier combo before on Splatoon. I do have Splatoon. It wasn't my thing. I'm afraid to disappoint, but if you want to watch anyone play some Splatoon, I highly recommend Dragonator96. She sometimes plays Splatoon and live streams it. So I highly recommend it. Sometimes I've watched her play that. Some person named Plot Coalition asks, was there a specific piece of media that made you want to get into animation / character creation? It would have to be, I really like the show Avatar. That show basically got me into mostly animation. As for live 2D stuff, ever since like Kizuna Eye popped up, I've been interested in it, but I thought that it was like only for like things like VR chat, and at the time I just had a laptop. But then I became aware of live 2D cubism. There weren't very many resources out there at the time, and the only like program that I knew of that could handle it was FaceRig. But you couldn't buy just a face rig. You had to buy the DLC that used the Live 2D stuff. And then, of course, having to subscribe to Live 2D, that was extremely daunting. Then in 2021, I saw this really amazing model. I think it's for this VTuber named Kimrai. And I was thinking, whoa, you can do so much. Like, finally, I decided to bite the bullet, and the obsession has never stopped. The Red Guard Doan 8083 asks, how did you come up with your character design? And Fable Reader 4486 responds with, I second this. I've gone through several designs. The biggest inspiration for like a really good reference has to be, I use Isabelle from Animal Crossing. I use the color scheme from my favorite Zelda outfits from Breath of the Wild of blue, red, and gold, like the royal colors. In terms of being a cow, it represents my home in the rural Midwest. Lily8577 asks, do you have any other OCs? If so, who's one of your favorite besides your main one? Don't get me started. Hi, please pardon my voice, I'm sick. This is Equinox. She's amazing. She's a dragon. She's a very proud mom. If you've seen this little dragon, that's the mom of that little dragon. and that's her husband. She loves him very much. They're a great couple. They're me and my husband's OCs. It's great. There's so much story, but I'm in a hurry. Bubblies asks, do you have any OCs of your husband, or does he like to make art? In the past, in a rush, this is how I have portrayed my husband, giving Big B Wolf a cowboy hat. Kurosage1339 has some questions to ask. What are some places you would like to visit? I would really, really love to visit the Rocky Mountains and go to the Pacific Northwest. Number 2, what is your favorite comfort food? This is a difficult one. I love cooking. I love making lasagna. I love making loaded potato soup. I love making beef stew. There's all kinds of stuff we like to make. And number 3, favorite VTuber you enjoy watching, parentheses, if any. I do like to watch occasional VTuber clips, but if there's any creator that I enjoy like seeing VODs of, it has to be this one creator named Yui. I think she has the best design I have ever seen. Her silhouette is so simple. The simplicity is compensated with a really interesting color palette that you do not see very often. And honestly, I'm really mad I didn't come up with that design. I like her voice, and I do like how unhinged she sometimes seems to be.
Stop being witty. You know what that does to my reputation as an entertainer? It demoralizes me. It makes me feel like I'm not relevant. And you know, if you keep doing it, it makes me feel like I'm unnecessary. So
Sniper Simp number 1 says, not a question, I just came by in to say that I like your voice. And player 2214 asks, have you ever thought of doing voice acting? Your voice is very nice to listen to. Well, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I used to do like radio hosting at my college. Nothing big, but I got a lot of practice from that one. I have always been a bit of a introverted theater kid, and I pay attention to singers, voice actors, even VTubers sometimes. But I do try to learn all the lessons that I can from everyone I see to try and to build myself up to be able to do stuff better. And it's a lot of fun. Nomanod asks, do you listen to music while you work? If so, what are some of your favorite artists and or songs? When I'm recording, I get very nervous, so to relax me, I play the Guild Wars 2 soundtrack. I also listen to the Journey soundtrack especially. Those are my 2 biggest relaxers. And if I'm feeling energetic, I listen to the Hat in Time soundtrack. Twilight asks, I find that everyone has such interesting responses to these. What keeps you going? What are your dreams? Oh, what keeps me going? I think knowing that I have loved ones around and have them, you know, by my side, and that they'll support me in doing whatever I do. I think that's what, you know, keeps me going. It's really nice to have a support group, even if they can't help you. Having someone there to listen is really, really important. I don't take anyone that I have in my life for granted. Whenever I'm making something, it's mostly for them, also for me, because creatively, I'm gonna make something. As long as, you know, the people closest to me like it, it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. My dad or my sisters or my husband like it, it's gonna be really nice, you know? That's all that matters. And what are my dreams? I have had so many things go wrong in my life that dreams kind of adjust. They don't get shattered, they adjust because perspective changes. I have a different range of dreams. One that is like realistic and ones that are like really out there. The realistic dreams is I want to learn how to build. I want to build my own things. I want to be able to make a doghouse or something. Also, kind of creatively, one dream that I do have is making like a moving storyboard of a scene and they're drawn well, because I have all kinds of ideas. But probably the wackiest dream that I have has to be being on one of those screens that you see VTubers do and like using them at a convention. That's the wackiest dream I've got. What else can I say? What's a good closing statement? Even though that something as far as the scope as the Overwatch video that I did won't be happening for a while, I'm still gonna be making things. I might stream or something. I've been wanting to stream, but like stuff keeps happening. I want to do more, but I gotta figure out the right balance, because I'm just one cow. I'm just one cow, and I want to do a lot of things. But this I'm very passionate about. Anyway, I hope that all of you stick around for the ride, and I will see you all later. Take care.